Around 5:30, a man was injured after a car slammed into the side of a Lexington drugstore early this morning. We have more coming up in a live report.
Also on WKYT this morning, we're tracking the investigation right now after a man was shot early this morning in Lexington.
And the case against Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis comes to a point today as a stay is allowing her to stop issuing marriage licenses set to expire.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning from WKYT. Welcome in here on your Monday. It is August 31st, the last day of the month. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. And September really shaping up to be a warm start.
Sizzling start to September. Yeah, as the temperatures go up through the week and the humidity as well. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we're jumping off into September, and summer's like, hold up, I haven't even really made an appearance just yet. Now it's going to come back with us the next few days, and we'll see temperatures going to be increasing, and also that humidity too. 86 or 68 degrees rather in Corbin. You don't want to start off at 86. 66 there in Lexington too. That goes for the rest of Bluegrass. Then we're looking at our 24-hour planner. 85 degrees expected today. It's pretty much where we were the past few days off toward the past weekend, and also those small chances of rain. It's exactly the same as years past Saturday and Sunday. However, that will change in the days to come, meaning temperatures will go up, humidity will go up, but at least the rain chance will go down. We'll explain all of that coming up in just about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. We thank you.
Let's first go to a developing story in Lexington. A man has been injured in a strange accident in town.
Police say just a couple of hours ago, somebody drove a car into the Rite Aid on West Loudon Avenue. It caused quite a bit of damage there. WKYT's Mark Barber is joining us live from the scene of that wreck.
Mark, explain for us exactly how that man was injured.
Police say first the car hit a man sitting outside the drugstore, and then investigators say that the car actually slammed into the building. Take a look over my shoulder here. You can see the hole still left by the damage. That car went into the building, up to the windshield, tearing down the drywall, the insulation, ripping off the shelving. Now police are out here this morning making sure that no thieves take advantage of the open hole. They're sitting out here making sure that no one can walk inside the building this morning. Now we're told that this crash happened around 3 a.m. at this Rite Aid at the intersection of Loudon Avenue and North Broadway. Now police say that the car hit a utility pole and then crashed into a man who was sitting nearby and then careened into the drugstore. The bystander was taken to the hospital, but the bystander did not appear to be seriously hurt. Police tell us a man who owns a car says he left a woman that he let a woman that he just met at a party drive his car. Officers say they are still trying to find her because she took off after wrecking the vehicle. The man who was in the car with her was not seriously hurt, but the building is going to need some major patchwork.
We need to evaluate the wall a little bit further once we are able to get into the building, but right now it doesn't appear that the building is in any serious danger of further structural issues.
Now, store employees are inside the building this morning. They're still trying to figure out if they are going to open the Rite Aid for business this morning. Of course, we'll let you know as soon as they figure that one out. And there is activity happening behind the camera as well this morning. Kentucky utility crews are out here. They are working to get this utility pole that was hit during the crash up off of the road. It appears as if they have one lane blocked to traffic here on Loudon Avenue, but not a high traffic impact at this point because still not a lot of vehicles on the road. That's the latest here in Lexington. I'm Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, a lot of work to be done over there to get things back up and running. Thank you very much, Mark. And new this morning, a man is recovering from injuries after police say a woman shot him through his apartment door. That happened about 12:45 this morning on Village Drive. Police say the man and two women were arguing when one of the women shot the man through the door. The man was hit in the kneecap with the bullet. Police say his injuries were not serious. They are still looking for both women. And happening today, a stay allowing Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis not to issue marriage licenses is set to expire.
And this comes just as the Rowan County Attorney's Office referred a charge of official misconduct against Davis. WKYT's Hillary Thornton's at our live desk with the latest on the case. Good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. That's right. Today is the day a temporary stay issued by U.S. District Court Judge David Bunning is scheduled to expire. That comes all as a transgender man and his wife claim Davis issued them a marriage license back in February. The couple was at a rally outside of the Rowan County Courthouse on Saturday where they made their story public. The clerk's office was scheduled to be open at the time but ended up closing. Cameron Collin, who is a transgender man, and his wife Alexis say Davis's office provided the license February 26 without asking for Cameron's birth certificate. The birth certificate identifies Cameron as female. The family says they had some hesitation about coming forward with their claim.
She can fight it all you want, but as long as she fights it, we're going to be right there beside her fighting it the rest of the way. We want to make sure that you guys and everybody out there knows that this isn't for us. We have our marriage and we have our daughter. That's for us. But this, what we're doing is for our community and everybody who cannot get married somewhere out there.
As for that temporary stay issued by Judge Bunning, the ruling was already made last week, with the judge ordering Davis to start issuing licenses. However, her attorneys say the stay remained in place until the 31st, which is today. We have not been able to receive clarification as to if that means it actually ends today when her office opens, or if it lasts through today, expiring at midnight. Now, we do plan to be at the clerk's office when it is scheduled to open this morning. We will keep you updated on what happens there throughout the day. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Well, members of the cycling community in Lexington are mourning the death of a fellow biker. Police say Marciano Pozos was riding his bike down Newtown Pike Friday when Jess Greathouse hit him with his pickup. Pozos later died from his injuries. Police say Greathouse first left the scene but was caught not long after. He's charged with manslaughter, leaving the scene of an accident, and driving under the influence. Those who work at the Broke Spoke shop say they hope the accident brings more awareness to the dangers cyclists face on the road.
Because he's somebody's friend and somebody's father, or uncle, brother, so there's always loss there. So it's sad that that happens anytime, especially in the case where it could have been avoided.
Investigators say Pozos was riding with the flow of traffic. They still are not sure how he was hit.
Time this morning is 5:38 on WKYT, and after an inmate beat up a Clark County jailer, an attorney is stepping in to buy new restraints for prisoners. Brandon Hocker is charged with assault after authorities say he punched jailer Frank Doyle in the face. According to the Winchester Sun, Clark County Attorney Brian Thomas plans to buy new restraints using some leftover money in his office. That will buy 20 new sets of restraints. They're described as a leather belt that goes around the prisoner's waist and connects to handcuffs and shackles. A year-long investigation by Lexington police has provided another gang recruitment arrest. 42-year-old Thomas Wallace Jr. was arrested Friday night in Lexington. Police originally had arrested 3 people Thursday for the same crime. Gregory Smith, Gerald Smith, and Trevor Spencer were all charged with gang recruitment. Officers say they were taking part in an initiation ritual in Whitney Young Park. The Lexington police chief says investigators have been watching those men throughout the year.
The remnants of Tropical Storm Erica moving through Florida could bring several inches of rain, and it's prompted flash flood warnings there. Forecasts say rip currents are also possible all the way to the Carolinas. Don Champion has the latest from Miami.
Even though Erica has dissipated, parts of the southeast are not out of the woods yet. The remnants of the tropical storm are producing heavy rain and high winds in Florida, conditions that could last for several days.
With that, a threat for some flash flooding, a pretty widespread 2 to 4 inches, but locally, few spots could see over 5 inches, and that is where we would see those flash flooding concerns.
Over the weekend, Erica's crashing waves beat away at the coast in Palm Beach, leaving a 3 to 5 foot cliff.
The erosion is, it's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it.
Erica's rain turned yards into lakes and covered roads in part of the state. The situation made it tricky for both drivers and bikers.
I could barely pedal. It comes up above my pedals. That's how deep it gets.
Last week, Tropical Storm Erica dumped more than 15 inches of rain in parts of the Caribbean, killing at least 20 people on the island of Dominica. For now, emergency operations centers in Florida are staying open around the clock, ready if the waters rise. Don Champion, CBS News, Miami.
Well, in the Pacific, forecasters say Hurricane Ignacio could hit Hawaii's Big Island by tonight. Tropical Storm Fred is churning off the coast of Africa. It's expected to become a hurricane today. Well, we have some sad news to report out of Hollywood. Legendary horror film director Wes Craven has passed away after a battle with brain cancer. Craven was 76 years old. He's best known for writing and directing the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. He's also credited for reinventing the teen horror movie genre. Craven's family confirmed his death this weekend. So what a loss to Hollywood. Really his mind just works in, crazy, awesome ways. I mean, some of the stuff that he's credited with doing is just
crazy, scary,
revolutionary. Yeah.
All right, it's 5:41 on WKYT this morning, and let's check live drive traffic on your Monday. See what's going on as folks are getting ready to head back to work today.
Let's take a look at our Waze map. No one reporting any issues on the roadways right now. Commute into town, it should be clear for you.
A lot of folks excited, of course, about the big ball game at the end of the week. College football season arrives.
Yeah.
Some games Thursday night, actually, around the country.
I went to a preseason game up in Cincinnati over the weekend, so that was fun. Kind of got me in the mood for football as much as it can.
Yeah. Ohio State doesn't play until Monday night. They're going to take on Virginia Tech, so it's kind of interesting how it all rolls out. Good to have you along. 5:42 on WKYT this morning.
If you missed the Video Music Awards last night, we've got a look at all the happenings, including the campaign announcement.
And we're looking outside, seeing those 60s. It's going to be about the temperatures and also the humidity in the next few days, but we still can't rule out the small chances of rain. We'll get right into your forecast coming up next.